Welcome back to the channel, buddy, and I hope you're doing fine. We continue playing. Oh, look, she's sharpening her knives. Nice. We're playing, continue playing Rogue Trader. That's not it. Maybe this one? Yeah, looks like this one. Gotta get data. Waiting access code. Tech use. Succeeded. I appealed to the machine spirit to open Logisable's personal archives as well. It has accepted my request. Okay. Logis private archive, result of Logisable's data trans. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it. Shackled in stasis. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harness of their woes. I'm registering an impulse of charge. I surmise a potential influence on the status of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but cycle can be discontinued. What? The revelation granted by the Omniscient to Logisable in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. The Logisable is seeking an audience with the venerable Dar Impulse 6, who may assist in interrupting the revelation. A request has been sent to the governor's palace for the shuttle flight to the electrodynamic cenobium. A message has also been sent to the Furibonder system. Eh? The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize those words. I believe I know the intent recipient of the message of the Furibond system. It was me. Omniscient, grant me the wisdom of fathom this mystery. Fathom this mystery. Oh my god. Today's morning is really bad morning, I guess. Secret computation 7825M. Upon Logisable's orders, the archives of every geostation on Rakat Menors and two primary satellites of Rakat Star have been acquired. Said satellites are named Magos Maruf and Zephyr Zakin, after two great champions of phase, whose external commuters were placed inside the satellites' cores after their shells perished. The purpose of secret computation requested by the Logis is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Computation result positive. Multiply instances of interference and malfunctions detected, suggesting that ships moving across the system deliberately blinded and the secret Argus eyes. Augure. Sensor technology that allows void ship to scan planets, spot enemies, and obtain various other kind of circuit data at great distances. Okay. The first of the ships is to have arrived to Rakat Minoris cycle ago, early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Okay. Logis Abel's conclusions. The insurrection on the planet has been long in the making, with the participation of external actors. Well, it is alleged that 2 cycles ago Aurora arrived in Rykard system, the rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. The subsequent ship movement can be attributed to weapon deliveries. But what is the nature of activity near Rykard Philia? Governor Medina, attention must be drawn to the final entry cards of Rykard Philia. It was asteroid. There was some kind of hole where something been born or been preserved, and some unholiness with great power, I guess, something like that. Go to recent observations. The satellite Magus Maruf reports that a ship has translated, oh my god, into the system. Its signature is consistent with the records of flagship of rogue trader dynasty House von Valancius. Yeah, okay, we know that. The satellite Zephyr Zekin reports that the ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship had sent an encrypted vox transmission to the insurgent controlled areas of the surface of Rykard Minoris. Another transmission was directed to planetoid Ricardiphilia. Both transmission was signed Brother Twilight. This content could not be described. That's understandable. And understandable, and that's really scary. To be investigated, the entire the entry constraints planets coordinates makes heavy Agur station jam and possibly hidden insurgent base. Okay, can we visit this base?
Keep your wits about you.
Solomon. That's it. I'm in shock. Solomon. Give me a dog and we'll be okay. Return to void ship. Yes, we are going to return to void ship. Yeah. Unidentified void ship. Yeah, this is what I want to visit. But before Zonderfang. Let me see. Okay, so now we can. Wait a minute. That's when the rogue kills an enemy in 1 cell radius. A shot, they gain +1. With a shot, they gain +1 resolve until the end of the combat. That's awful, but we can store it and send it to the cargo. Those are not good. I don't like them. By the typing and send in ascending order. Oh yeah, let's do this one. This is Prison's Diaries. This is also prison, yeah. Prison Diaries, I guess we don't need. Novice Laboratorium, we cannot store it. Multi-key, machine right set. Okay, let it be like that. We can send this one to cargo, this one to cargo. This world origin, flak armor, light. What do we have here? Do we need to increase reputation? 1000, yeah? 12% dodge reduction on the various melee area attacks. Yeah, X. Oh, that's regular X, primitive X. 910, not too bad, with full bleeding effect. Uh, 812. Force sword. Each critical hit scored with this sword increases well degradation by +2. The next attack with this sword deals +0 more damage. This sword deals additional +2 damage. Most warriors prefer swords. Increases veil degradation. That's so bad. I don't see anything good here. Bring it down ability for the first time in the combat that ally gains +1 additional AP. Using charge ability costs -1. That's good. Two-handed sword. Primitive sword. With like, what, nothing on it? Okay. +5 armor if the wearer has no cover. +10 parry. Medium armor. Reflective shield. Strength bonus. Stalwart defense. Gains +1 deflection. Shield allow wielder to block the attack. The first use of shield bash in a turn costs 0 AP. The wielder mark enemy within the area of effect and immediately ends the turn. Until the start of the next turn, the wielder gains a +15% block against the first attack made by each the marked enemies. If such an attack is blocked, the wielder counterattacks the corresponding enemy. Ooh, I can sense some interesting stuff in the air. Okay, but this is level 4. There is no chance I'm going to hit this one. Okay, I'm still not sure why is this here. Ready explore. Let's go here, then we can get back really quickly, I guess, or not. Oh, this is just showing me what we have there. Some wood ship. August noticed a large object among the lifeless rock covering the planet. A wood chip. Those signatures and origin are impossible to identify from orbit. Is resting on the edge of deep ravine. Oh. The hull of unidentified vessel is severely damaged. Rock around it shattered by force of gigantic machine crash landing. The Augurs haven't detected any vital signs aboard or near the vessel. Lord Xenos set the squad onto the planet to explore the void ship. Succeeded, nice. The landing party reports via Vox as soon as they touch down. The colossal void ship before them is covered with spikes. What ships with spikes? Mm, it resembles a morbid beast coupled from darkness itself, menacingly hanging over the ravine. Is it the uh, Dark Eldars? An experienced veteran accurately determined the origin of unholy vessel. It belongs to Xenos race called Drukhari. Yeah, that's the Dark Eldari, Drukhari. Ready to collapse at any moment, the void ship emits a long, woeful creak as if promising to drag along into the abyss below anyone who dares to disturb its slumber. Agenta eagerly says that the only good Xenos is dead, since a true servant of Empire shouldn't soil their hands with Xenos technology. Rogue Trader orders that more people be sent to Xenos worship to collect any valuable findings. Being the God Emperor chosen, the Rogue Trader won't go digging around Xenos trash, and the artifact of the enemies of humanity should be wiped from the Coronos expanse. I don't like that. Was told about the ship, and I would suggest finding out what Xenos were doing on Rykard system. They taking need of the essentials recommendations. The Rogue Trader orders to send more people to the planet. I'm not sure. I'm really afraid that I will lose the people. Let's wipe out. When the landing party shuttle exits the atmosphere of Rykard Majoris, the Rogue Trader flagship fires a salvo of at the ravine, and the void ship patched atop it. Rocks engulfed in the sacral blazes of the explosion looks like a bloodstain sprawling out of the grey, lifeless face of the planet. The holy flames, blessed by the Emperor himself, has melted away the abominable void ship once and for all. I guess we could send, but no, I'm a little bit. Oh, we're actually moving around the sun, and I'm actually afraid that we could lose some people. So no. Starport, bunker. This one. No, you know, we're good. We're good. Huh? We'll call the landing area for your lordship glory for the Van Valance's dynasty. Yeah, okay.
Rise to the top, or get
There's
left in the
definitely not
dust.
enough of Lord Imperium.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Upon Joseph entering the hallowed Cenobium humbly said the prayers next to the computation altar. Yeah, okay. Ooh, look at that, goods. Give me that. 4 swords. 4 swords is really good, but
Experience?
I guess they are
Nothing
good.
matters more.
Oh, one more grenade and a medkit.
I always have a backup plan.
I need to give to
I always get the job done.
pieces of mold on the edges. The statue was likely blasted by a barrage from multi-laser turret. I need to give grenadier to Argenta. I guess I need to.
I did it?
Judging by the dead people equipment, there was the same wardens the governor sent to Monastery 8. Yeah, okay. This is all they can do now. Cover the landing. Oh my god, those Tesla coils look scary. Ooh. That's a huge one. I like it. And I
Is there money
like
to be
it.
made?
Anderson on the edges. Open the gate. Wait a minute. We will. I guess Pascal, it's your job. You're the one who can do that. Him awakens the gate selection mechanism. Nice. Okay. Let's go in. I guess heretics inside. Maybe fighting some tech priests or the defensive systems. Like a bunch of servitors. Okay, this... yeah, looks like a heretics. Were killed swiftly and ruthlessly. They never had the time to reach for their weapons, so ambushed. Or
Always
automatic
keep your
defense
eye on the
system.
prize.
Mistress Cabela, you move with the utmost confidence in unfamiliar places. And yet, until now, you have spent your entire life on a void ship.
This place is almost like the plasma drive chambers on the flagship. The deadly flashes of the machine's spark, the smell of scorched flesh, and threads that must be severed.
She's so fanatic. I like her. You know that... what? Wire junction are off. Oh my god. You know that wire junction are often marked with the symbol of the key that appears to connect two lines. There is something in there. What's here? Merciful quick electric shock was not what killed this cultist. His face, his controller pain, he was
Let us not
tortured.
dawdle.
Tortured, yeah? Okay. Anderson and then not really. Oh.
I'm not satisfied with that answer.
Oh my
I will
god.
repeat my question again. The last electro priest you killed, where did you find him?
I guess
Burn in the
with
fire of dawn, servant of the corpse emperor.
Another one meets the limit of his utility.
another
The
one
last
bites
of
the
them.
dust. I guess we find our Inquisitor. Henrix. The tall, dark-haired man sees you up with quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold threads and marked by several reddish-brown stains. A false sword and walks hand from his belt, and the emblem of Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest. You try to focus on the man in front of you, but you cannot shake the image of deadly torture he inflicted on his victim. Your pulse quickens, blood pounding in your ears and sweat beading on your skin. Interrogator Von Kellogg's, I presume.
Yes. Well, since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrichs Van Kellogg's of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Road Trader Legrand von Valancius.
Von Valancius? To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances?
Theodora is dead, slain in the battle by enemies of humanity.
The news is lamentable. My condolences. And I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of rogue trader is none other than yourself. Well then, what precisely has brought you to the sanctum of the Omnissiah?
I'm here to collect you. I'm under order from the Lord Inquisitor to offer any assistance you may require, after which I am provide you safe passage to footfall aboard my ship.
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task. Starting with her. You have provided exactly the kind of specialist that this situation requires.
I am the Domin's shadow. If he says the word, I will protect you. If he says the word, I will take you to the Undying One.
Oh.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
You're familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the special efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
This is bad.
Blasphemous insanity.
Oh, the priest's visor flashes and turns bloody scarlet. The self-hum of some activating system is heard from under his robe. Hedrings Van Kellogg's speaks. You suddenly notice the way he is looking at you, with his eyes slightly narrowed, as if he is peering into your soul, a soul that is touched by the gift of sorcery. The change in your expression doesn't escape interrogator's notice, and you see the corners of his mouth twitch. He must have instantly recognized fellow Psyker. Precisely what are you doing in the monastery?
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. I had to make do with catching and forcefully interrogating individual rebels. It is from them that I learned what I relayed to you just now.
Point to the corpse. What did you do to him? Well, we know what did he done to him.
I convinced him to cooperate. I can influence living bodies, and I find that the interrogated are much more eager to share information once the blood starts to boil in their veins.
This wretched planet troubles are none of my concern. I'm taking you to the ship now. No. I can help you with Aurora. Let's join forces.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base.
Oh,
I am positive
be sure.
that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
And we need to have those two, yeah? Okay. Oh well, Abelard, my man. You're really tanky guy, but no. Why is it always like that? Oh wait. By the way, we need to see who is he. Something like that. This box. Or maybe like even that. Yep.
What ails you?
First of all, weapon skill willpower. I have a forethought. This is based on Psy rating. And Psy rating, each level of Psy gives the Psycho access to new physical, also interferes the damage of psychic power. Okay. Some bullshit auto pistol. We have something better, yeah. Precise last pistol. Can be used as if the wielder has a dual weapon combat talent. Okay. Let's give it to you. This one will go to cargo. You have medium. Okay. Here you go. Better armor. Biomancer stuff. Siphon life. What's that? Psycho drains life from the target, dealing Psycho staff power level plus subterranean damage, and healing the Psychos for the Psycho's power level wounds. If the Psycho is already at full wounds, the power instead heals the Psycho's allies with the lowest wounds. Ooh. That's a huge one. Okay. Let's level you up, I guess. 10 ranks. First of all, this bonus increases at the start of every round of the combat except the first. Edge of Dawn. More damage. Eternal Glory. The first time the momentum reaches 200 during the Psyche stone, the Psyche gain +5 all characteristics, 1 resolve, 1 deflection, 1 all damage that Psyche deals until the end of the turn. Critical hits scored by anyone with the Psyche line of sight. That's, yeah, regular talent. Whenever an enemy attacks the warrior next melee attack gain additional 3 damage. Desolation. You need to have a good armor, yeah? Sanctified Sleds of Psycho's critical hit chance and force reality. Psycho Minoris you can take. Psychic Barrage. Okay. Toughness would be good. Ooh, Hammer Light of the Emperor. Lives affected by the ward of the Emperor are healed from Purge Soul. Direct damage. Increased by 58 against Xenos, 100 against Chaos Worshippers or Drukhari, 150 demons, and 50 if there has already damaged the Psyche. Okay, Shield of the Emperor until the start of the Psyche's Nocturne. All allies affected by Ward of the Emperor increase their deflection and armor. Okay, this is Biomancy and Sanctic powers. Enfeeble. Restore 7 wounds to target. If this ability brings the targets to full wound, this power also removes stun, bleeding, fatigue, immobilize. Okay, almost all of these. Regeneration. Nice. Warp speed. Metabolic overcharge. Oh my god. Enfeeble. Strength, agility, increase all incoming damage. I guess we will take the heal. Weapon skill, toughness. I guess toughness, then weapon skills. This is common talent. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Every time the Psyche deals damage, they gain +1 stack of this sanguinate Siphon effect. If that damage was dealt to a target adjacent to the Psyche, they gain +2 stacks instead. When the Psyche suffers little damage, the stacks of the sanguinate Siphon are removed to reduce the damage by -1 for each stack until either all stacks are removed or the damage is no longer lethal. Oh, interesting. When Psyche's allies or the Psyches themselves are under the effect of psychic powers, they gain +5 toughness. Okay. Heals themselves on another character with psychic powers or an effect applied by psychic powers. This healing can critically heal with chance 15%. This critical heal chance is increased by the effect that increases skill. Okay. Biological restoration. All psychic attacks, including attacking psychic power, now poison enemies. This poison deal +6 damage the start of each enemy turn. Yep. Good. Like it. That's regular talent. Do you need the 6 skin? Melee attacks. I don't think that you need melee attacks. Psychic Barrage. Second Sight. Yes, Second Sight is really good one. Until the end of the warrior does not provoke attacks of ever until the combat warrior gets for each kill movement points. For 1 round warrior becomes priority target. To melee deal additional warriors. Like an escape. Sanctified Slayer. Can use the damage and psychic power while being threatened by enemies in melee range. Yeah, this one is really important. Toughness. You're taking toughness already, like willpower. Purge Soul, Shield of Emperor, Enfeeble. Purge Soul was not too bad, yeah. Common talent. And the effect of psychic powers. I'm not sure. Whenever an effect applied by psychic increases damage suffered by a target, this effect is increased by half. For example, 20 increases 30, okay. Psychic is healed or heals an ally. The character being healed is already full wounds. The temporary wounds equal to healing. Yeah, okay, let's get this one. You got toughness and some more willpower. Maybe weapon skill. No, willpower. Athletics. Talent. In the first round of every combat, all psychic powers of the Biomancy discipline cost -1 action point. The psychic power that targets only the target with corpse conversion will walk as if Psychic is +2 higher. Will not degrade the veil, will not drag a psychic phenomena perils of the warp, and will remove what's on those corpse. Okay. Let's get this one, yeah, I guess. Toughness, willpower, nice. Get your weapon, strength, common talent. Willpower. I sure that I like this guy. Yeah, let's see what we have here. Okay, I don't have any more time, unfortunately.
I always keep my options open.
We are going to test this guy. Oh, it's turned off. Oh, there is another one. Let me guess. Yeah, it's turning on and off in a pattern. Okay. We need to squeeze through this one somehow. But we're going to do this next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you really soon. Bye bye.